Hi Year 9s, in this video we're going to look at drawing parabolas from their intercepts only. So that's their y-intercepts and their x-intercepts. And so let's start with our y-intercept. So the y-intercept happens when x is equal to 0. So if I write out my equation, y equals x squared minus 2x minus 3, and then I put 0 in for x, then I'd have 0 minus 3, and so my y-intercept is going to be at negative 3. So let's just highlight that so it's easy to see later on. Then my x-intercept occurs when y is equal to 0. And so this time I'm going to have 0 equals x squared minus 2x minus 3. So you'll remember our next step from here is to factorize it into brackets. So we have x at the beginning of each bracket, and we're looking for two numbers that add to negative 2 but times to negative 3. And so that would be negative 3 and positive 1. So that means our two x-intercepts are going to be 3 and negative 1. So now that we've got those intercepts, we can have a go at plotting our parabola from these. So let's draw up a set of axes. Okay, so there's my set of axes, and let's put these points on here. So y negative 3, so there's my point. X is 3, and also x crosses at negative 1. Now, when we look at our x coordinates, the smallest part of this graph is going to occur halfway between them, which is at x equals 1. And so that means if we put x equals 1 into our original equation instead of x, that will give us the y coordinate. So I'm just going to write up here y equals 1 squared plus 2 times 1, that should be minus 2 times 1, minus 3. And so that's going to be 1 minus 2 minus 3, which is negative 4. So that means our graph is going to have a bottom at negative 4 there. And the other thing that we've learnt about graphs is that they are symmetrical about their bottom. And so if I put a point there, it's symmetrical with this point here. And these points are symmetrical as well. And it also follows a sort of a rule that when you're out by 1, the distance is 1 squared from the bottom. When you're out by 2, the distance is 2 squared, which is 4. And so if you go out by 3, then the distance up will be 9 squared. Is that 9? Let's see, if that's negative 4, 9 will be there. Okay, so that means that's our next point there. And because it's symmetrical, we can put another point over there as well. So now I've got plenty of points to plot, to put in. So I will just sketch it in as carefully as I can, which is quite hard on the tablet. There we go. And put on arrows to show that it's continuing forever. And just write y equals the equation of the graph. Okay, so that's how we can use intercepts and a few rules that we know about parabolas to make it easier to plot them. So you can have a go at doing those with these questions underneath, and it looks like I need to put some answers in there for you as well.